Today on Drawbli, we are drawing
sci-fi characters.
Click that subscribe button if you are new around here.
And comment below with other ideas of what we can draw or paint. We love your suggestions.
So Abby, you have made the most sci-fi boy alive currently.
The most sci-fi boy of all the boys.
Timothée Chalamet.
Yes, here he is playing the significantly less flashy named character of Paul.
Okay, so before Dune came out, we tried to read Dune, and oh my god, it was a slog.
Oh my goodness.
It was so boring. It felt like
It was so boring.
It was bad.
And the
it
writing,
like showed its age.
It did. We are constantly growing as a society, and I feel like that shows in our ability to write more compelling literature. Back then it was like, this is all I got, so this is groundbreaking for its time. Now we have options.
Okay.
But they did make a really
Dune
good
the movie was very cool, very visually stunning, just like very, very cool.
They took the good things to get out of Dune and they put them on a screen, and that is where Dune belongs, on the big silver screen.
All right, I won't say that the Dune book was bad. I'll take that back. But what I will say is that it felt like, I don't know if you remember me saying this, but we were like, I don't know, 10, 15 chapters into the book and they still weren't to the planet Dune. And
yeah, welcome to the Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring.
The whole first section of the book felt like a stage play because it took place in small rooms.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying this.
Like the whole thing took place with 2-ish characters in small rooms, and it was just so slow. It was waiting for Godot, but even longer. Well, anyway, we're both starting out here with our illustrations by doing the same thing, which is unique. We don't typically do the same.
Yeah, because we don't just sit next to each other and draw. At this point, we both do our own thing. And yeah, look at us both sketching. Now, is this a specific character you're drawing here, or just a woman with a cool kind of sci-fi helmet?
It was just a cool photo that I found on Pinterest.
Do you think her helmet and outfit would hold up to the rigors of space?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I think this, it's probably like plus 10 armor, you know.
You should have drawn her with the Battlestar Galactica backwards tank top outfit.
Oh my god.
Where they wear like a razorback tank top, but with the razorback part in the front.
I have no idea why they do that, but it's
I'm gonna wear a razorback tank top frontwards over a t-shirt to a Battlestar Galactica watch party.
Please say that sentence was the most convoluted string of words ever. But please continue to say razorback tank top, because
tank top.
That's my next username on like Twitter or something.
The name of my band, razorback tank top.
This sentence means nothing
razor
anymore.
Scooters.
Well, I can see that you're already getting in with some color. I started off using that, I believe I'm using the peppermint pencil, and I actually wasn't even sure at this point if I was going to add color. I was thinking I was just going to like do a sketch. And what's cool is I actually ended up keeping this feeling more sketchy, which turns into my goal later on.
That's
I wasn't sure where I was going to go with it.
Because that is like something you have been interested in investigating as a stylistic approach, is sketchiness.
Yeah, I don't think it looks super amazing at the end, but I think it's fun.
That's okay, mine doesn't either.
I can see that you're doing some blending over there.
Yeah, I'm trying to do a little bit of gentle. I don't know.
No, I love it.
I have no game plan. I'm just going where the wind takes me.
Wow.
This is and I was very conscious of this at the time. I remember I was like, I should be focusing on other part. I'm just gonna do what I feel like doing right now, right this second, on this particular drawing. There's no real workflow. It's just kind of, I want to work on this patch by the nose. So enjoy this strange runaround workflow where 100% done in one area, 0% in another.
No, I have seen people that will just draw a beautifully rendered eye without even doing any of the rest of the face, and then they just like slowly grow out from there. And that seems to be more your workflow, and I don't know if that'll change over time. I try to like keep everything at about the same level of finish, just so if I were ever to stop at any one point, I'm not like, oh, this is super finished over here and this isn't even started. But That's just how I sculpt, so I've kind of translated that here to 2D as well.
Maybe there's no one right way to do
I don't think there is, yeah.
But there's probably ways that are a little bit better than other ways.
So tell me why you picked
Timothée
Chalamet. I just love to say his name.
I know. Well, look at his piercing gaze. Look at his flowing hair. Look at his broody eyebrows.
So originally, my idea with sci-fi was to do Buzz Lightyear, because there's the new Buzz Lightyear movie.
Oh, I
coming
was
out.
going to do one of the robots from Love, Death, and Robots.
Ooh,
we
that
would
would have been a really fun
robotic.
one. Yeah. Wait, Buzz Lightyear's not a robot.
No, I know, but he's got a spacesuit that's like plastic.
We would have both done robot.
Oh my
We would have both
gosh.
done hard surface. I did a little bit of hard surface here, but I didn't render it very much.
didn't do any hards. I did not render his nose moisture collection device.
Yes, the still suit, as it is called.
Oh yeah,
Well, at least the water drippy part.
the water drippy part, the still suit part.
No one's really sure how it works.
Looks like a capnography monitor.
He wears, what does the guy say? It doesn't matter. He says something about his boots. He's like, you wear them in like slip style or something. He's like, yeah, I just thought it was the way to do it.
Oh yeah, because there's a prophecy that like you will know him because he will know your ways automatically.
Yeah, for anybody who's not seen Dune, they're like so confused by what
He's
we're
like
talking
this
about. But
prophesied, foretold one who is coming to them.
honestly, it comes across really cringy, in my opinion, and a lot of parts in the story do, with the whole prophesying.
It turns out all the prophesying
Paul.
was
His name's
groundwork
Paul.
laid by generations of his mother's like secret clan,
Yeah, that's right. The
the
Genasi? No, that's a
Genasi-
D&D thing, I think.
I think you're right. Genova, I don't know.
Genova, yes, Genova Chen, the video game director.
I was thinking of the
and
Geneva
designer.
Convention.
Or that,
I don't know.
even better.
We don't know what we're talking about, but we are fully qualified
Is
to
this-
speak on all of this.
Is this the first thing that came to your mind with sci-fi though?
No, it took me a while to figure something out.
Me too.
He just came to me in a flash of inspiration, though.
Was sci-fi too broad of a subject?
Yeah, sci-fi encompasses like all of human imagination. Therefore, yeah, this is a little bit broad.
Everything is everything is sci-fi.
Everything,
Because
yeah.
everything fiction, it got a little science in there.
I mean, you could take anything and be like, make this object sci-fi, and then you can add some like little gears and hoses and nozzles, and boom, you got a sci-fi mug.
Really, Wizard sci-fi if you think about it. You know
Totally.
that? You know that saying? Anything perceived as magic is just like advanced technology that we don't understand.
Yeah, just
or
give
some
him-
kind of something we don't understand.
Just give him like technology that looks like we would understand it as technology and not magic, and you've got yourself a sci-fi wizard.
So really the only difference between fantasy and sci-fi is that fantasy is sci-fi that we don't understand.
Fantasy is more like nature, like, oh, it just glows and I don't know why it glows. but it
Exactly, that's what I'm
does.
saying. We
It's a
don't
log, but it's a
understand
tree.
it.
Yeah.
What did
but
you
it-
just say? It's a log, but it's a tree.
I don't know.
Let's unpack that.
I'm trying to feel an image out in words, and it doesn't work.
I actually kind of like, even though there's some weird stuff going on with my drawing, I think that the face is kind of cool right now.
Yeah, the face is-
I think the sketchy nature of, like, I don't know, the messy nature of a sketch is sometimes really fun. I don't know
totally
what it
agree.
is. Like, I think it. I don't know if it like plays up nostalgia in our minds or something, but
No, because we like sketches as old as like Leonardo da Vinci's sketches. We're drawn to those too, and that's not like so much nostalgia. I think
no, I
there's
mean
just something-
nostalgia for like your own childhood. Like,
No.
No?
Maybe for you personally. That could be it.
well, I love the eye that you're rendering.
Thanks. I spent a lot of time on it, and then not much time on much else, and it looks okay.
No, it looks really cool. I'm a fan.
Yeah, I had fun. It ended up looking kind of like his eye, so I was okay with it.
Have you ever heard the phrase that we were born too late to explore the earth, but too early to explore the stars? Have you ever felt that way before? Do you wish that you could be a space explorer, an astronaut?
I try not to think about it, because if I think about it, it's going to make me sad that I don't get to.
wow.
Yeah.
Space so big though.
Space is pretty big.
I was watching this video the other day,
There's
and you know what
so
it said?
many videos that are like,
space so big.
Space so big. Imagine a small thing. So small. And now imagine that is the scale of space, but smaller or bigger. And that's how all those videos go. And you're like, this is supposed to blow my mind, but for some reason it eternally does not. But space is pretty big.
Space blows my mind.
It does. It does.
Personally.
Oh, yeah.
My mind blown.
Yeah.
Okay, so out of the planets in our big old solar system.
Saturn.
Wow.
Jupiter.
You can't just name them.
Pluto.
That one's not a planet anymore. We decided like
Mars.
a decade ago or more. Okay, now you're just saying all the planets.
Venus.
You are so smart. I can't believe you know them all.
Not in order.
do you know their order?
Mercury. There's like an acronym.
Is
My
there?
great aunt. I don't know.
That's
That's my
not it.
great aunt Sally. That's for foil. Wait, foil.
Foil? That's math.
Multiply. I don't know.
Math and space. There's
We're
artists. We're not mathematicians and scientists.
Anyway, out of all the planets, what were you gonna ask me?
Which one, if it was colonized, like where would you live? Which planet?
Venus. Venus, absolutely.
Why Venus?
Because all the imagery we've conjured up throughout human history regarding Venus is much more associated with like beauty and Aphrodite.
Is it?
And so I'm half making this up, but it also feels true. And if it was colonized, I like to imagine that it wasn't like a gas giant. It may or may not be a gas. I don't know. Anyway, let's say it's colonizable.
It's not a giant, but it might be gas.
Yeah. Well, let's pretend, because that's what all this is, and let's pretend, and it would probably be so beautiful. Lots of parks.
I think Jupiter.
Fountains.
Jupiter is all gas. Yeah, a lot, which is funny to think about. When you think about a planet, I always thought of them as a kid as being solid, but there are some that are just like, nope, you fall right through that sucker.
Yeah, I know. One of the kanji I learned recently in Wanikani was like, oh, Saturn, just remember it's the dirt planet. So you have this, but I'm like in my head, like, wait, isn't it a gas planet? So the opposite of that. So that kind of helped me remember.
I do remember that
dirt planet, but it's opposite of that. Therefore, it is Saturn or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember which planet it is. I think it's Saturn, but it has a hexagon on top of it. Saturn or Jupiter? I think it might be Saturn, but it has to do with the way it rotates or something. I don't exactly remember, but very interesting YouTube video. Hexagon is the bestagon, I think is what it's called. If you're interested in hexagons, check it out.
I'm not, but
It's a really cool and interesting video. But hey, anyway, I see you're really getting in on them juicy Timothy lips.
Yeah, he's got nice feathery looking lips, I guess. I haven't thought about it too much. Anyway.
When you are painting, are you like, do you get distracted by what your thing looks like currently? Or are you just like too focused on the direction you're heading in?
Probably both. I know that a good artist, a practiced artist, is really good. Like you are pushing through the rudimentary stages, without allowing that to discourage or distract.
Yeah, I don't think I have that in 2D yet, just because I'm not as practiced. But in 3D, it's something I talk about in all of my YouTube videos on my Polygon channel, where I mean, literally every video, somebody will like timestamp. Multiple people will timestamp and be like, "Oh, my nightmare demon," or whatever. Which I don't care about. It's for me. I am so focused on the direction that I am heading in that I have absolutely zero time to like mentally think about what it looks like right now.
Right, and that's so valuable to have like resources that show the entire process of the creation of artwork. Especially now when Reels and TikToks of art are super prevalent and you are exposed so much to just, here's a sketch, here's the finished piece. And if you're not careful in guarding your perceptions, it can be discouraging to look at somebody and say, oh my gosh, they just whipped that amazing piece of artwork out. Yeah. Although I did see a TikTok say,
I talk about that all the time.
This is what 51 hours of illustration looks like on one piece. And that was encouraging.
That's nothing. 51 hours?
That's not nothing.
No, that's nothing.
It's not nothing.
That's genuinely nothing. Like splash screen art for video games like League of Legends, they're spending at least that amount of time on it, with multiple people getting hands on the artwork and giving feedback and saying, let's take it this direction instead, and blah, blah, blah. Like, if you have not worked in the industry, then you might have a bad sense for how much time is a normal amount of time to spend on a good artwork.
Well, I do think I am starting to push the limits on what I can do in an hour without feeling panicked that my hour is ending before I can do anything worth doing.
Wow.
But
what are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say maybe we should spend more than an hour because I feel rushed.
Oh, we can do that. I genuinely don't feel rushed with these.
Yeah.
Not really at all.
I think I'm too focused on trying to render things and not get rudimentary stuff. So that should be my takeaway. An hour is enough, but I shouldn't be trying to render as much.
Yeah, I mean, I really genuinely think that in terms of process, and the face is looking really cool, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
On your Mr. Chalamet. What I think would really help you a lot is starting to look at the bigger picture initially and think about big shapes. Like, oh, there's a strap. Let's get a swatch of color representing that. Let's get something that represents the cloak or whatever fabric he's wearing. And then you can break it down into smaller chunks from there. And then break down those chunks into smaller chunks. Mm-hmm. So just like thinking about, oh, the hair, that is dark brown. So let me put in a dark brown color for that. The face is this peach, desaturated color. So like, let me put in one for that. Mm-hmm. And then you do that for everything. And then, break down from there. It just kind of, it keeps you focused on the bigger picture.
That's
and maybe
important.
There's an exercise, or somebody could suggest an idea down below in the comments for something that we could do that would be a cool challenge or exercise that would be a way for us to focus on the bigger picture. Maybe something, I think I mentioned, I don't remember if I mentioned in the last recording or not, or if this was something we were just talking about off mic, but we could do a thumbnail sketch challenge. You could call it a challenge, but we're doing a pose, or what do you call those, gesture drawings?
Gesture drawings.
Yeah, we're doing 12 different gesture drawings coming up here
Very
soon.
exciting.
That is going to be really cool. And I think doing that same idea with thumbnail sketches, specifically of things that are rather complex, like you could say environments. Mm-hmm. Because environments got like a lot of texture, grass, trees, leaves, bark, could have houses in it, lots of different things, but instead just focusing on really tiny thumbnails for those.
Okay, yeah, we should definitely do it. I like it. Hey, your girl is looking really cool. I like to see you messing with the whole balance of the piece as a whole, desaturating, kind of making, or whatever you want to call it, but her colors really seem to match your reference really well here.
Yeah, I thought so too. Reference. Yeah, I really liked the vibe that I got with this piece. Like I said, it does come across very sketchy, which I was totally cool with. It's got like a lot of these pencil marks all over the face, which normally with a feminine face you want to avoid, just because it kind of goes away from the standard deviation of beauty that people often expect to see. Mm-hmm. But I think it's really cool.
I agree.
I like it.
I like the pipe you made coming up the side.
Yeah.
There, I like how your sketch marks with the white over the black, it makes it look kind of, I don't know, it really helps the look. It gives
it a beveled edge.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Or at least that was
I like the shadow
there.
You're putting in there. That's really nice.
Why, thank you.
Yeah, you did a really good job with this one. I like that a lot.
I thought it was fun. Mm-hmm. I thought there were so many directions I could go with sci-fi, and this was just a cool image that I found. It was just kind of an artsy portrait.
Mm-hmm. I love it. I wonder what kind of things they cobbled together here to make this. Like an old motorcycle helmet. It looks like.
I have no idea. Actually, that looks like a pilot helmet, an old pilot helmet.
Oh, did pilots used to wear hole-on helmets?
Oh, hole-on helmet? Yeah, pilots wear helmets.
In a commercial airplane? Or are you talking about a jet pilot?
Oh, no, like a military
okay.
fighter pilot. Yeah. God, what? Why would... Welcome aboard United
I've got
Flight.
my helmet. I hope you all brought your own.
Yeah. If we go down, this thing's gonna save me. No, this looks like some old B-53 bomber or something. I don't know. Probably even older than that. I have no idea. No idea, but it's cool. Fun. Played around with some...
Oh, look at the bright things you're adding now. I like that.
Don't worry, I toned it down.
You tone it down.
I toned it down.
Yeah. At this point, I was running out of time, so I scribbled in some clothes and went on with my life.
Yeah, another great reason why to do that is it forces what I was talking about earlier with like working on everything at the same level is so you don't spend like 45 minutes working on a face and then you lose sight of the bigger picture. Which is why I always recommend all my students like work on everything at the same time, just because it helps you to kind of keep things in perspective.
That is good advice.
But hey, your hair looks awesome. The face looks awesome. Your character looks really cool.
Thank you. I could say the same for yours. We can't see hair, but she looks super cool. I really like her whole vibe and aesthetic that you communicated here.
Thank you.
She's awesome.
Well, hey, if you want to see more Timothée Chalamet's and awesome sci-fi girls, click the subscribe button.
And comment below with more ideas of what we can create and who we can draw. I only draw Timothée Chalamet's, but you can recommend more Timothée Chalamet's down below.
And this is the part where we say
goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Who's
Is that our new vibe? Only drawing
Timothée Chalamet, Tom Holland, and Tom Hiddleston.
Oh, okay.
The only people we're gonna draw from now on.
Wow.
Might as well just draw the same person over and over, though. They're similar.